Good morning, and welcome to Thursday lesson. Hey, hello. Good morning, and welcome from Rexy and myself, Miss Nicole, and welcome to our Thursday lesson. It's really lovely to see you. I'm not sure how many we're going to get today because I think some people think it's the Easter holidays and maybe that lessons are not happening. So I hope we get a few more to join us today because Rexy and I have got lots of fun planned for you. So hello. So we put in the chat. If you have a look at the chat, Rexy's pointing to the chat. If you have a little look at the chat, it asks you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So make sure that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, Bright Idea Education. Make sure you hit on that bell for notifications so that you can't forget about the lessons, and YouTube will help you to remember by sending you a notification. So I hope you parents and grown-ups and guardians manage to share our lessons with some people and tell them about how much you've been enjoying them, and and get some more people to watch us. Yeah, so while we are waiting to see if a few more people are going to come, can I just set you a brain teaser? So I hope you've got your pens and your pencils ready. Have you got your pens and your pencils? Rexy, you've got yours? Yep, Rexy's got his. So make sure you've got your pens or pencils ready and your paper, your workbook, whatever you're using. I'm going to drop the camera down so that while we're waiting for a few more people to come, we can have a look at the brain teaser that we've been set this morning. Okay, so I'm going to drop the camera down just so that you can see. There's Rexy sitting with me, just so that you can see what we've got here for you today. Our brain teaser. Rexy, can you just move that a little bit for us? That's it. Let's make sure it's nice and clear. Make sure it's nice and clear. So you've got 7 questions there. Okay, you've got 7 questions there. 7 questions. Can you have a look at those questions? And can you write them down on your paper? And can you start to work out the answers for those? Just while we're waiting for a few more people to join us. Hello, I can see all of you. I recognize all of your names, so welcome back. Excellent. So while we are waiting, can you please have a go at these brain teaser questions? You don't have to write the questions down. You just work out the answer. Put number 1, work it out in your head, and then put the answer. Okay, welcome. Hello. We've just got a brain teaser while we're waiting. I'm going to see if I can just give you a little bit of a wider shot on what we've got here, because then you'll have the title and it will tell you that we're doing a brain teaser today. No, we're going to come down that way, I think. We're going to come down that way a little bit. Yeah, we are doing a brain teaser. So if you can have a look at these questions. Okay, you don't have to write the questions. Thank you, Rexy, for showing them. You don't have to write all the questions down. You just work out the answers in your head. Okay, all right, Rexy, don't move it around. Work out the questions in your head, yeah, and then write the answers down. Okay, so just write numbers 1 to 5 on your paper, and then you work out the answers and write the answer next to the question. Yeah, Rexy, give you a big clap. Okay, so write down the answers just while we're waiting for people to join. Okay, while we're waiting for people to join, just write down your answers. I think we've got some new people and we've got some people who've been with us right from the start. So that's brilliant. Well done. So we're going to do 1 more minute and then we're going to start going through these questions together. Okay, 1 more minute and then we will go through these questions together. So if you've just joined us, we've got some brain teaser questions here for you. Okay, we've just got some brain teaser questions. If you've just joined us, then have a look at those questions, see how many you can get done, and then we will go through them together. Okay, So there's some brain teaser questions going over some of the things that we've covered so far, things that your lovely teachers would have taught you in school, just to make sure you're keeping up your practice and not forgetting them. So just have a little look. Okay, so 30 seconds more and then we will go through them together. 30 seconds more and then we will go through them together. Okay, so just a little bit more time, and then we will go through them together. Put them up on the board. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to bring up the screen now so that we can see. Well done. Thank you for letting me know that you finished. So I'm just going to pop the questions up on the board so that we can see them, and then we'll go through them together. Okay, so just pop those up there. These were our brain teaser starter questions, just while we were waiting for other lovely people, other lovely learners to join us this morning. So the first question asked us, what is 5 more than 70? What is 5 more than 70? Can you show me your answer you got for the first one? 5 more than 70. What is 5 more than 70? That's it. Put your answer in, please. Put your answer in. 5 more than 70. Okay. Answers are coming in. Oh, well done. Hello, welcome to other people who've just joined us. We've just done some brain teasers and we're now going to go through them. So if you've just joined us, you can listen to the question and type it in straight away. Some people had a little bit more of the time. So 5 more than 70, you are quite correct, is 75. 5 more than 70, you are absolutely correct, is 75. So give yourselves a nice little tick. Can you find a tick icon to show me? Some of my other classes have been putting ticks in when they got the right answer. So if you can find a tick picture to insert, that's brilliant. So number two asked us, what is 100 minus 6? Now counting back 6 from 100. We know it's going to be in the 90s because it hasn't bridged the 10. So 90, what is it going to be? 90, what is it going to be? Okay, another person's joined us. Well done, and done that straight away. Excellent. So if we jump back 6 steps from 100, we are going to get to 94. Okay, so well done those of you who got 94. The next question was, what is the sum of 80 and 90? What is the sum of 80 and 90? So remember, we did that vocabulary when we did all the different ways of saying add in, didn't we? All the different ways, and sum came in then. So what is the sum of 80 and 90? I thought, what's 8 and 9? And then scaled up to 10. I thought, well, 8 and 9 is 17. So 80 and 90 must be 170. Okay, so a little bit of some errors there. Just be careful. 90 and 90 is 180, isn't it? 90 and 90. So 2 9s are 18. So 90 and 90 is 180. So just be careful there. Okay, number 4 asked, write the difference between 120 and 90. The difference between 120 and 90. So again, you can think, what's the difference between 12 and 9? And then scale it up. What's the difference between 12 and 9? And then scale it up. Have a little think, 12 and 9. Well, I know the difference between 12 and 9 is 3. So the difference between 120 and 90 must be 30. Okay, so number 4 is 30. Well done. Those 30s are coming in. So I'll write number 5 up there so we can see it clearly. Okay. So number 5 was, which is more, 30 plus 80 or 200 take away 50? Well, you've got to do those two sums, haven't you? So 30 plus 80, again, I would think 3 plus 8 is 11. So 30 plus 80 is 110. So 110 or 250, 200 take away 50. Well, again, I'd think 20 take away 5 is 15. And then I'd add the 10 back on. I'd scale it up. So what is more, 110 or 150? So 150 is more. So let's just write the answer so you can see the answer. That was just the working out. So as you have quite rightly said, 200 take away 50 is more than 30 plus 80. So if you did 200 take away 50, then you are absolutely correct. So let us look at our number sequence next. Find the missing number. 223, 224, 225, 227. The missing number is 226. The missing number is 226. Well done for those. And then the last one, number 7. Find the missing number. Oh, there's 2 missing numbers. Sorry, there were 2 missing numbers. Let me just put that clearer so you can see it. I forgot there were 2 missing numbers. So let me just put that clear. Find the missing numbers. So 223, 224, 225, 226 is missing. Then it goes 227, 228. Have we got something else missing there? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. No, we just got 226. And we could put 1 on the end, 229. So the next one, let's have a little look. Find any missing numbers. 773, 771, 770. Something was missing there, wasn't it? What was missing there? 773, 771. Well, we're counting back in ones. So we've got a number missing there. 773, 700 and... What goes in there? What goes in there? 772. And there's another missing number. So 773, 772, 771, 770, 768. Something there. 770, 778, 770, 778. What goes in there? Something is missing. Something is missing. 769. Oh, not really left enough room. Let me just write that again. 769. Let me just check you can see that. I'm going to move the board over a little bit. 769. So that was just a little brain teaser to warm us up while we were waiting for people to join us. So welcome, 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 everybody. Hope your brains are nice and awake. If they're not feeling nice and awake, can you just give them a little rub, give your head a little shake just to wake yourself up. Let's clear the board. So today we are looking at rounding up, and we are also looking at greater and less than. So we have done our brain teaser. I'm going to give you another little brain teaser to think about now. So let's have a little look, and I'm going to do one of these at a time. So I'm just going to put a cover on the other sequences. So we're going to look at some number sequences together, and I want you to see what is the missing number. Correct the number sequence. What is the missing number? What is the missing number there? Can you have a little look? What is the missing number? 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. What is the missing number there? Okay. 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. What is the missing number? Well done. Numbers coming in very quickly. And you are quite right. We are missing a 27. We are missing a 27. So well done for spotting that. So let's look at the next number sequence. I've just got 2 pieces of paper here, because I only want us to look at one at a time. So what is the missing number here? 71, 70, 69, 68, 66, 65. What is the missing number here? Well done. Some people straight off the mark, seen it very quickly. Well done, well done, well done. That was quick. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So as you have quite rightly said, the missing number is 67. The missing number is 67. So well done, well done. Let's have a little look at another one. Let's just slide this up a little bit. We're going to go to the next one. What is the missing number here? What is the missing number here? So 37, 38, 39, 41, 42. What is the missing number here? What is the missing number? Well done. The missing number, as you have quite rightly seen, is 40. The missing number, as you have quite rightly seen, is 40. Well done. Nice little brain wakey uppy. Let's have a look at another one, another number sequence. What is the missing number here? I'm not going to count them for you this time. I'm not going to count them for you this time. Have a look. What is the missing number here? What is the missing number? What is the missing number? Numbers coming in, numbers coming in, numbers coming in. Numbers coming in. The missing number, as you have quite rightly seen, the missing number is, it doesn't want to come to show you. I have it here, but it doesn't want to come. The missing number, as you have quite rightly seen, is 55. 55. Okay. So one more, we've got one more to do. What is the missing number here? Can you see that? No, you can't quite see that, can you? Let me move that. There we are. What is the missing number here? What is the missing number in this last sequence that I'm going to show you? What is the missing number here? And the answers are coming in. Well done, well done, well done. And we've got some new people who have joined us. Hello, hello. And you are quite right. We are counting backwards from 62, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57. You are quite right. You are quite right. Well done. That was nice. Doesn't seem to be having so much lag today. People, answers coming in nice and quickly. So that's fantastic. So well done. So let's put that one out of the way. We have done that, and let's see what is next. What have I got for you next? So we're going to just go back and look at some of those part-whole models. So let's do a few together. So do you remember, and if you were not here, what we did last time is we were looking at part-whole models. So for example, if I was going to split up 72 into tens and ones, can you do that for me, please? And can you write it as an expanded equation? Can you write that as an expanded equation? So what would I write if I was going to expand 72 into the part-whole model? Can you show me with an expanded equation? So what plus what? What would go in there and what would go in there? How many tens? How many ones? Very nice expanded equation there. Thank you very much. So 70 would go in there and 2 would go in there. Yeah, 70 would go in there and 2 would go in there. Well done. So I'm going to put one up now and I'm going to ask you to fill in the missing number. What is the missing number? So let me do another one. I'm going to do another one here. So what is the missing number? What is the missing number? What needs to go in there? What's missing from the part-whole model? What is the missing number? What will go in there? What will go in there? Okay, Rexy's helping you and pointing. Answers are coming in nice and quickly. Well done. You can see we are very awake on this Maundy Thursday, just before Easter weekend, and you are quite right, 50 will go in there. So I'm going to do a little bit more of a tricky part-whole model, and then I'm going to give you some to have a little bit of a think about. So I'm going to do a bit more of a tricky one. I'm going to put my hole there, and I'm going to split my part here into two smaller ones. Okay, so my part-whole model is going to look like this now, and I'm going to fill it in, and I'm going to ask you to put in the missing number. Okay. What is the missing number? What goes in there? What goes in there? Okay, so have a look at that part-whole model. Let me just turn that around a little bit. What goes in there? What goes in there? You can see some answers starting to come in. What goes in there? Not 0. So let's have a think. The whole is 72. The whole is 72. Now we've got the 2's column, we've got the 1's column filled in over here. It's got 2 1's. There it goes. Yeah. So 10's and 1's. So the 1's are sorted because they're over there. It's this 7 10's that's come over here, and that's been split into 3 10's and 4 10's, 30 and 40. So what goes in there is 70. Whole, part, broken down into a smaller part. So you do know that. You do know that 70 is 30 and 40. Now somebody said they can't see, so let me move that a bit closer. Let's just do another one. So it is just the format that is confusing some people. So let's just do one together. Okay. I can expand a number in lots of different ways. So let's just try a smaller number just to explain this. So there's the whole. Okay. Now I can split the 10's. I can take the 30 down here. And then I could split the 30. I could open it up into 3 lots of 10. It's just showing how I'm taking this whole and breaking it into smaller parts. It's just a model to help thinking. Okay. So it's just a model to help thinking. As you go back up to the whole, the numbers will make the whole. So 30 and 5 are the last 2 numbers. They will make the whole number. But I've just split that into smaller numbers. So let's try another one together, and then I will show you some others for you to have a little brain teaser. See if you can work out together. So let's do another one together. Okay. So if I chose, let's have a look. Let's do 55. So there's the whole number, 55. There's the whole number. Now I'm going to break that down into parts. So I'm going to take the 50 over here, and I'm going to take the 5 over there. Now I can split that further. I can split it further. I can split that number further. I could, let's have a look. I could split that into 10 plus 40. I've split that number into 10 plus 40. 10 plus 40 is 50. Goes back up to the whole number. I could split this. Well, let me think. I could split that into 4 and 1. That makes 5. It's just a way of splitting numbers in to help us to really think about what adds up to what. Now, I've got some brain teasers down here. Let's see if you can have a go at finding what is missing in these. I'm going to cover up so that we just do one at a time. And I'm going to put an arrow by the number that I want you to fill in first of all, okay? So let's just drop down and have a little look, just to check that you can see. And move that over. So this is our whole part. So have a look at the whole one first of all. Can you tell me what number would go in there? So there's the whole number. There's the whole. And then we have taken that part of that number to here. We have taken part of that number. And when we add these two together, it comes to that number. So remember, we are adding these two together to fill in this number. So what is that number? I only want to know what this number is. So you're adding these two together to find this number. Okay, so what's this number? What's the missing circle that the arrow is pointing to? Just look carefully, because 20 and 10 does not come to 50. Okay, 20 and 10 does not come to 50. What does 20 and 10 add up to? Well done, seeing a correct answer coming in now. I only want the answer for this box. I only want this one. Okay, so you have to look at the parts, add them together to work out what is in that box. So you are quite correct. 30. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tricky one because some people assumed it was going to be 50 and they looked here, but they didn't check. So if that number is 30, what is that number? Remember now, these two have got to add up to make here. These two are the only parts now making this whole. So what do these two numbers need to be? We've got 30, so what's the missing number? It's not 2 because that would make 32. That would be 30 plus 2. So it's not 2. That's better. Correct answers coming in now. People thinking. Well done, well done. Okay, these Partwhole models are just ways to help you think of different ways of expanding numbers. Well done. There we go. There we go. So those two parts make that whole. Those two parts make that whole. Okay, so well done. I'm not going to do any more of those. I will do the others another time just because I don't want to run out of time and I've got some other things for us to do today. Now, look at this for me. Look at this for me. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Can you type, what is wrong with that? Something is very wrong there. What is the mistake that has been made? What is the mistake that has been made? What's the mistake? Something's wrong there, isn't it? What's the mistake that has been made? You're doing so well today. You're so clever. Well done, my little chickadees, little chickadee-dee-dees. So let's have a little look. There's an O. Okay, no O. So somebody's saying something about the 0. There's a 0, there's no 0. You put the 0 in. So people are realizing that something is wrong here, isn't it? Now, what would the real answer to 50 plus 2 be? What would the real answer be? What is the actual answer? 50 plus 2 equals, it doesn't equal 502, does it? Exactly, that is wrong. 50 plus 2 equals 52. Whoever did this didn't really understand their place value. They thought they had 502. They thought that if you add those together, the 2 goes next door, but that's a very different maths understanding. You would have to have 500 plus 2 to make 502. 50 plus 2 is only 52. So well done, you clever, clever people. So let's have a look at some new maths that we haven't done together. I'm sure you've done this at school. I'm sure you've heard of this, but we haven't done this together. Let's have a little look at these towers. Now, if I was going to ask you to use a math symbol to say what would come between A and C, if I was going to ask you to use a math symbol to say what would come between A and C, is it a plus sign, a takeaway sign? What would come between A and C? Are they bigger, smaller, the same as? A and C. Are they the same as? If they are the same as, what sign would you use? What sign? What sign would you use? Okay, let's put that tower is the same as that tower. So if it's the same, what is the math sign that means the same as? That's correct. Not plus. What is the math sign that means the same as? So they are the same. So this equals this. Okay? Equals. Equals means the same as. Now we've got some other signs to learn about as well. If I took away some of the tower, that is now no longer the correct sign to use, is it? Because that tower no longer equals that tower. That is not the correct sign to use. Does anybody know what sign you could use to say that that tower is bigger than that tower? That tower is greater than that tower. Do you know? Can you show me? Has anybody ever seen that sign before? To say that is bigger than that. That is greater than that. A is greater than C. A is bigger than C. Does anybody know? Has anybody seen that sign before? It's not plus, because I'm not saying add them together. I'm asking you to describe. I'm asking you to use a math symbol that means the same as greater than. Greater than is bigger than. Okay. Is bigger than, is greater than, has more than. Okay, some of you are using it. Well done. So we would use this symbol, greater than, because if we were going to draw a line from that one to that one, this has more. That has that much, which is more than C. The greater than sign, we don't need to write it that big. I was just demonstrating that. So A is greater than C. A is greater than C. What's the symbol for less than then? If that's the greater than one, if we wanted to say that C is less than A, what symbol would we use then? If we were talking about C, we would flip it around the other way. We would flip it around the other way. Exactly. Okay, but we can't because we've got C's on that side. So we have got those maths signs. We have got greater than, we have got equals, we have got less than. We have got less than. So this is less than this. This is more than this. And these two are equal. Greater than, less than, equal to. Greater than, less than, equal to. They are our signs that we use in maths. Greater than, less than, equal to. So I'm going to put a maths equation on the board. Okay, or I might even just put some numbers to start us off. Can you say what sign would go between those? What sign would go in the box? What sign would go in the box? Is 74 greater than 3, equal to 3, or less than 3? Remember that greater than goes from big to small. Now we're not using plus signs. We're not using plus signs. We're using greater than, equal, or less. Now 74 is greater than 3, isn't it? 74 is greater than 3. Let's have a look at another one. Okay, what sign would I need to put in the middle there? Is 4 equal to 10? Is it greater than 10? Or is it less than 10? What maths relationship symbol would I put in there? Is it greater than, equal to, or less than? What would I put in there? Remember which way they've got to go. 4 is less than 10. Yeah? So the bigger arrow is coming from the other way. It's less than. The big mouth always points to the big number. That mouth always wants to eat the big number because it's greedy. I want that big number 10. Oh, that big mouth always points to the big number. Now, we'll do some more work on that. We'll do a little bit of remembering that as we go along. You don't really have to know that symbol until sort of year 3 or year 4, but I think no harm. Now, the last thing I want us to look at today is some work around this. Now, I'm going to put something down here, and I'm going to cover up the other bits because I just want you to look at. So I'm going to get my arrow out again, and I'm going to drop you down. So let's have a little look. Okay, so we've got a number line here. I haven't put all of the numbers in. We've got a number line here, and it goes from 20 to 30. So can you show me what number that arrow is pointing to? What number is that arrow pointing to? What number is that arrow pointing to? Well done. Some people are very quickly in there. Some people are very quickly in there. Okay. 23. Absolutely correct. 23. That number is pointing to 23. So let me just write that down so you can see that number is pointing to 23. So well done. That number is pointing to 23. Let me put some other charts down here. And we've got the numbers on them here. Okay. So I've got some digits on here. What would be the number at the beginning of this number line? What would be the number at the beginning of this number line? What would be the number at the beginning of that number line? Well done. Well done. So 0 would be at the beginning. What would be the number at the end of the number line? What would be the number at the end of the number line? What would be the number at the end of the number line? So we have 0 at this side. What would be the number at the other end? Well done. Now let me take this off because that was from last time. I'm going to put my arrow, and I want you to tell me, where is my arrow nearer? Is my arrow nearer the 0, or is my arrow nearer the 10? Where is it nearer? Is it nearer the 0, or is it nearer to the 10? Where is the arrow? Is the arrow nearer to the 0, or is the arrow nearer to the 10? Okay. Well, if I had to walk from that 3, it would take me less time to walk here than it would there. If these were houses in a street and I was at number 3 and I wanted to go around the corner to the next street, it would be quicker for me to walk this way than to walk all the way to the end of the street and go around there. Now, if I'm in house number 4, am I nearer to the 0 end of the street, or am I nearer to the 10 end of the street? Where am I nearest now? Is it quickest for me to come around this corner, or is it quickest for me to walk all the way around and go around that corner? It's still quicker for me to come here. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. Still quicker. Okay, now I am visiting house number 8. What number am I nearest now? 0 or 10? 0 or 10? So if I'm in house number 8, am I going to walk quickest around this, or am I going to walk quickest around that end of the street? Okay. Now this in maths is called rounding up. Sometimes we round up to the nearest 10 or the nearest 100 or the nearest 1,000. It just helps us with estimating when we come to bigger numbers. And the rules are, if you are on 5 or above, you go up. If you are 4 or below, you go down. 5 or above, you go up. 4 or below, you go down. So let's just check you understand that. If I was in house number 5, if I was rounding up to the nearest 10, would I go to 10 or would I go to 0? Just think about the rules I've just told you, where we have to go. So this is now a maths rule, and the maths rule, if you are on 5 or above, you have to go up. So which way should I go? Now it's not any, because a maths rule is that when you are rounding up, 5 or above goes up. So which way would I go in the maths rule? In the maths rule, exactly, I would have to go up and around here. So let's think about that, and let's go on to another one. So first of all, I need you to tell me what missing number is here. What missing number is here? What missing number do I have at this end of the number line? Well done. Exactly. Exactly. I have 30 down here. And what 10 do I have on the other side? Those numbers are between, yes, exactly. Those numbers are between 10, between 30 and 40. Let me just make that 0 a bit clearer. Looks a little bit like a 6. So thinking about our maths rule and rounding up, if we are on 5 or above, we have to go up, remember. So tell me, which 10 would I round to? If I was here, which 10 would I round to? Thinking about rounding, which 10 would I round to? So I am nearest, remember, 4 or below goes down. So I would go down to 30. Now, which 10 would I round up to? Would I round down to 30 or would I round up to 40? I'm on 37. Which 10 would I round up to? Exactly. I go up to 40. Let's just check you've remembered. I'm on 35. Which 10 would I round up to? Which 10 would I round up to? Exactly. I go up to 40. Now we have run out of time. Where does the time go? Where does the time go? It's run away. Rexy, where has the time gone? Now, we did not have many people doing our quiz last time. Let me just get this paper down for a minute. Rexy, come on, you've got to help me. We did not have many people doing our quiz last time. And also, I set you double bubble homework last time because I also set you a dot to dot. And remember, I said that there were harder dot to dots sent with the lesson 3, years 3 and 4, and the lesson 5 and 6. So if you wanted a harder dot to dot, you could always do those dot to dots. I have not had any dot to dots sent in, so I would really like you, if you can, to print those dot to dots out and do them and color them in and send them to us, okay? It's been lovely to see you today. Have a fantastic Easter weekend. I hope that you're going to be able to do something a little bit different at home. If you don't celebrate Easter, it's still a bank holiday and it's going to be even quieter than it is at the moment. So I hope you manage to do something special and have some nice family time. Do the dot to dot. That would be a nice thing to do over the long weekend for me, and color them in and just get a grown-up to take a picture and send them to us. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and remember to ask your grown-ups. Last time I asked you to try and get 2 other people. And some people were saying, how do I do that? How do I do that? Well, if you ask your grown-ups, some grown-ups have got WhatsApp chat groups with your classmates, parents and guardians. Some people know friends. Ask your grown-ups, can you please, send the link to Auntie so-and-so, send the link to so-and-so's mum in my class so that other people know about it. I think people think we're stopping over Easter, and we're carrying on. We want as many people as possible to join us. It's been so lovely. Some people are new. There are some names I do not recognize, and there are some people who have been with us right from the start, and that's fantastic. It's lovely that you've kept coming back, and it's lovely to see some new people as well. So have a look in the chat. It will tell you about the YouTube channel. Remember to give us a video a like and to click on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Bright Idea Education. Rexy's showing you there. And if you can do your dot to dot and get a grown up to take a picture and just email it into us, that would be amazing. Oh, lovely ticks there. Thank you very much. And lovely hearts. That's lovely. Nice thumbs up. Thank you very much. I like those symbols. I'm glad you had a great time. I have loved being here with you today. And it's really helping me to keep really cheerful when I'm working from home, because I feel like I'm seeing and meeting and talking to loads of people. So I'm going to go now, and I will see you Tuesday. On Tuesday, we're going to do some times table work to make sure that those times tables do not go out of your head. We're going to do some skip counting in 2s and 5s and 10s, and maybe a little bit of 3s and 4s. Remember, I do 3 lessons. The first lesson is years 1 and 2. The second lesson is 3 and 4. The third lesson is 5 and 6. Do not worry about the year groups. Just think that if there's anything you're struggling with, just watch the earlier lesson. I start off with explaining more in this lesson. The next lesson, I explain a bit more and introduce some harder thinking. The last lesson is usually about investigation and problem solving. So you just come to the lesson or lessons that are right for you. I know I have some of the learners who do all 3 lessons. So have a great time. I will see you on Tuesday. Send us any feedback of anything else you'd like us to do, and we do listen. Bye-bye, everybody, and I will see you on Tuesday.